Oh man, is it ever end of this thing not breaking? Bought this old Snap-on tire machine and I keep quote unquote restoring it. It's turned out really well and it was doing a great job, but it always kind of hummed a little bit when I'd turn the rotating table. Well, she finally quit, popped the capacitor in it. It hummed a little too much, and when I pulled this cover off, you know, because this is all closed up, I saw the capacitor was puking the magic smoke out it and actually pouring this liquid down the side of the motor. So it's nice that it pops that instead of the motor, because the motor looks like it's been replaced at some time. But my real issue was there was a lot of play in the switch, and I know this machine's had thousands of tires changed on it. It came from a motorcycle manufacturer, a chopper manufacturer here in Phoenix. So it's probably just wore out. I could probably try and tighten it up. There's a few screws back there, but I could end up back in the same boat, and I really don't want to mess with it. What I'm going to try and do is just find a replacement switch. It's a real simple principle. I mean, it puts continuity into a set of windings to spin it clockwise, and it does another set to spin it counterclockwise. And when you pull this foot pedal, it's pulling this, let's see if I move it that way, this shaft back and forth, which rotates this attached to that motor. Click, connects a set of connections to go clockwise and goes the other way. Counterclockwise, when you let your foot off, it falls into a neutral position to not turn the table. So really pretty simple. But if you're going to do this yourself, a couple things I thought would be worthy of making a video. It's just lots of marks, lots of photos. You know, for me to buy this one, you know, and source it, even if I could find it, I've been pretty fortunate to find some parts for this thing, but man, this thing's probably $300-400. I can buy one off a newer import machine for $20 on Amazon. Believe me, I'm going that route. All I gotta do is make contact. I've seen that the replacement ones still have the same shaft, which makes it really easy to mount up to my lever. Worst case, might have to drill a couple holes, not the end of the world. But you can see all these numbers on here, 4, 12, 11, so on and so on. So it's really not that complicated, because we got a couple of grounds. I think there was 4 wires for switching clockwise or counterclockwise, and then we've just got our power wires in from our 120 source that have the power waiting to go to these connections, depending on which way you shift the lever. And so like I said, not real complicated. Now, what I'll do a lot of times in a case like this, I did a similar video on this last year on my mill. When the contactor went bad on that, I found a replacement one for, I think it was like $16, and the one for that mill was like 140. And so I bought 2 of them. And I'm gonna do the same thing here, is once I mount this up, if I don't get lucky enough that the mounting holes happen to line up right here for my plate that's there, if I have to drill holes, what I'm gonna do is I'll buy 2 of them $20 ones. I'm gonna stick that other one right here, have it waiting to go forever, just sitting there. There's just really nothing to go bad in that thing, just sitting. It's not electronic, if you will. It's just contact switches in there. So that is the way I would go about this. But let me go see if I could source one and find it, and then get this thing back together and finish mounting up these Continental tires. I still got a bunch to mount up. I may not be able to wait, and I might have to switch back to the hand method. I've done videos on that too, you can check out on the channel. So that's what I'm working on tonight. What are you guys working on? Fill me in. If you got any tips on tire machine parts or anything like that, I'd love to see it in the comments. And just kind of want to say hi, do a little more checking in. Hope you're all doing well. I'm gonna get back at it. So as always, my friend, thanks for sharing, liking, subscribing, supporting the channel. Make it a great day, and as always, keep wrenching.